Happy Thursday.
Hey guys.
And welcome to On the Move with Nan and Kam. You got some sleepy girls today.
Yeah, and it's rainy, so
It's raining.
It's not great.
It's raining. Cam's in her sweatpants, and
I am.
We might nap.
Yeah, might just use this time. Take a nap with us, guys.
Yeah, we'll play some soothing music. We are coming off Riverrock, Dominion Energy Riverrock weekend.
Yeah.
Which is another contributor to the being tired.
Long weekend,
but a great weekend.
It is really good. Yeah. The weather ended up being really good. We were scared at first.
Yes.
She was texting me before I even got there. She was like, hey, it might get ready to storm. And I was like, oh my gosh. But it rained for like 20 minutes and then that's it.
If that. Like, it was wild. I also looked really crazy on Friday night because I was supposed to be on. This is the key. The key to it not raining is make sure you have all your rain gear ready and then it won't rain. And I thought about it before I left the house. I had my rain boots, my raincoat, and then I'm a course marshal for the 5K. And it had just started raining. And in my mind, I was like, oh, it's going to be the beat down in a second. Right. So before I went out on my trail, I put my rain boots on and then it stayed dry and I just looked insane.
Yeah. I had the course marshal, the 5K on Friday. And so I had my rain boots on and my rain jacket. And it was drizzling as I was walking over
there. But then you were burning up.
I was sweating and the rain was coming down so hard that I was literally like, and then I had an umbrella and I was like, okay, I have an umbrella, so I don't need my rain jacket. So I'm like walking and taking, like shedding stuff. And then I was like, I'm literally sweating so bad. And I had to walk from the island to the footbridge, across the footbridge down. And I was like, at least I'm getting my steps in. However, I'm hot. And then it ended up being fine.
Yeah.
I had my speaker with me. So
Jackie always brings her speaker and she's ahead of me so I can hear her speaker, which is nice. I just had to hear the sound of my own voice on repeat saying, looking good, runners. Way to go. Looking so strong. Keep it up. Let's go, runners. And to the point where then I was like, I need to get a new line.
Right. No, you need to I need to get a new line. I literally just say the same thing. Like I course-martialed my one-liner. I course-martialed on Sunday at the half marathon.
Yeah. Oh, so even longer to have to give your one-liner.
Literally, I had my speaker. Okay. But great job, runners. This way. Great job, runners. This way. Literally on repeat for 2 hours. Like because it was so early. Like I wasn't thinking about switching it up.
I saw you in somebody's social media video.
No.
It just went past you. I saw you. Were you by yourself? Like as a course marshal?
No, I was not. I was there was another volunteer. Her name's Ariel. She was because where I was on the course was at the Reedy Creek parking lot. And so for those who aren't familiar,
convenient, nice spot to be.
It is perfect because then I don't got to travel through the woods. I'll get lost. Where I was though, you enter towards the tunnels at mile 4, and then you come back out to go to the Buttermilk Trail at mile 8.
Okay.
So there has to be 2 of us there, and then there's cars still coming down.
Yeah.
So there was 2 of us there. Once everybody finished going that way, she moved towards the tunnels because someone had mentioned like it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So she moved down there. I stayed where I was. I had my little speaker. And then Molly came up and Molly sat with me for about an hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we just chatted it up and cheered. Great job, runners. This way for like an hour. But
that's great.
Yeah, it was great. That was my first time ever course marshaling.
Oh, really?
At Riverrock.
At Riverrock.
But
what else did you do this weekend? What was your life like?
What didn't I do?
I mean you got to be up in the thick of it with the social media.
Everywhere. I was about to stage dive on Saturday.
I loved that. I loved that.
I was everywhere. I literally I went to go see every part. I did have a helper with me. Her name's Skylar. She was great. Yeah, but we kind of just traveled the whole world and looking at every single thing that we possibly could.
Yeah.
But it was cool, of course. I mean, just like anything. Tried some good food.
Yeah, there was a lot of food vendors I felt like this year, maybe even more than normal.
Yeah.
I liked Bird Street being closed up by bouldering with some food trucks.
The way that I like exhaled when I got up there and realized that it was closed and I didn't have to like fight for my life. Obviously, in years past, like last year, there was like a police officer.
Yeah.
But still, like the cars that just come flying down there, I'm so stressed. But I got up there, I was like, oh, it's closed? Perfect. And it was great. I lived at golf cart life on Sunday.
I love a cart.
All Sunday. So got to ride up there. It was fun.
Oh, what was your favorite prize that you gave away?
So
Because you were just
definitely,
prize lady.
I was prize lady on Sunday. Mostly, I was prize lady, but I gave away some nice, and these were nice things.
Yeah.
Subaru backpacks. I don't even know the brand. It was like a $50 fanny pack, little green
Oh
fanny
yeah.
pack.
Mm-hmm.
I had
That
a
was from
bunch of those to
Subaru
give
too,
away.
wasn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
Subaru gave us and then water bottles, and then Rainstorm Energy gave us these pop-up tents, the ones for like the
Yeah.
beach, which were also great. By the end of the day, it was hot. Skylar had left, so I was by myself, and so just anybody who had a bunch of kids, I was like, "Hey, you want this?" And they were
Yeah.
like, "Yes," and I was like, "There you go." I saw this lady. I was like, "You have a bunch of kids?" She's like, "I have triplets," and I was like,
They need a tent.
"Here's a tent."
They need a tent.
She was like, "Thank you so
The
much."
triplets can't be burning at the beach.
No. So yeah, but the giveaways were shout out to Subaru because they were so nice.
Yeah, I got as a Subaru key holder.
Mhm.
I got one of their festival blankets that rolls up. That's so nice. Yeah, I
Like
loved that.
it.
I know.
They were also giving away plants.
I saw that. I love seeing people walk around. You're just enjoying Riverrock. You got your plant.
Right. Also, big fan of Rainstorm being there as an energy drink supplier for me.
Yeah.
During the weekend because I can always just walk up and then at the end.
I enjoyed a Rainstorm on Sunday.
Yeah.
I just got tired of the citrus.
Oh, okay.
Very good. What did you get?
Tropical.
Okay.
Of course, they came around with those cans, those packs at the end. Was like, you want some? 2 packs at home.
You're
right
insane.
now as we speak. So
you're insane.
I love that. They're great. Shout out to them.
Yeah. She'll take them down.
Yeah. I'll drink down a Rainstorm any day. Other great. I forgot what it's called. Sauce. I think SOSS.
Yeah, that's your boy.
That's my boy. His name's Lance. Shout out to Lance. If you tried one of his sauces in the Trader Joe parking lot, they were freaking good.
Does he make them?
Yeah, like
he came up with the recipe.
I think he might make them. So like Riverrock was his first event. Well, him and the other man, I didn't get his name. It's their company. Riverrock was his first event. He was so hyped. Everybody showed a lot of love to them. Another good one was Nolia's lemonade, which was in the Trader Joe lot.
Oh, I know. Okay, I didn't have that. I had another lemonade on Browns Island that was good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Nolia's ones were like in the big clear containers.
Okay.
Very good. I had one of those on Sunday. 1115 Kitchen. Ate them chicken tenders and french fries.
Yeah, I got excited. They come to the Lewis Ginter Lakeside Pool a lot. So I was excited. I've never had them. And then I ate a bunch of Cameron's fries and nuggets.
Yum.
Great sauce.
Also, more great sauce.
I was fueled by Godicado primarily this weekend, which felt good because, we're out there. I'm getting I had like some Chick-fil-A for lunch on Saturday. Right. Nice balance.
Right.
Get your Godicado in.
That's why I ended up going to Sweet Green on Monday because I was like, I've just been food trucking it up.
I need some greens. Yeah, it felt good. I also had some Godicado after my reward for my long trail hike I wasn't expecting was McDonald's fry and Diet Coke.
I had McDonald's. I was so hungry. I was like, I just need to eat something. This has nothing to do with Riverrock, but on Monday I went to my Fitness Warriors class site visit. Great. I will be back.
Love it.
Southside Community Center. It was a step class. So like,
oh, that's wild. Sometimes it gets wild. You got to watch your coordination in a step class.
That thing was apparently Tiffany did not put on there. Are the beginner's days.
Oh, so were you in the
Mondays was it not beginner days. No. I'm literally like spinning, jump across the step. And I was like, I've taken a step class before, so it was fine. But I was like, oh my goodness. Because mind you, that class is about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And then after that is my line dancing class, which is 2 hours long.
That's wild.
I'm in
2 hours of line dancing? Like, are you exhausted?
I was sweating. So that's when I got the McDonald's because I was like, I deserve something for this. So long weekend. I also tried Timber Pizza for the first time.
Delish.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Really good. I think they have a breakfast pizza sometimes. They didn't have it like there because we weren't, I guess we were open at 10. I did like the new festival hours of being open at 10.
I feel like fun. A lot of people enjoyed that, like getting there earlier.
Or I just even thought like Tyler did the 10K on Saturday. And by the time he was done, like it was a little bit after 9. He didn't stick around, but I was also like, you could,
Yeah.
He didn't stick around because he was the mayor of Riverrock. He was there every single day and then was like trying to coax me to continue to stay even longer. And I was like, I've been here for 15 hours.
I've already been here. Thank you.
But I love it. So I also have FOMO and have a hard time leaving. But he did the 10K and then I was working at yoga. So we stopped by yoga to say bye and tell me how his race went. And I was like, you know what? If you were doing this, and also like the people that finished yoga, they had the festival was open like as soon as they were done, which is just great.
Perfect. And I think that it also helped that the races this year finished in the Tredegar.
Oh, I loved that.
And then there was like a little mini festival in there. When I like went by, I was like, wow, it's kind of packed in here. Everybody just finished their race.
Yeah.
And there's food, there's drinks, there's everything.
There's skimboarding.
Skimboarding if you want to skimboard after you just ran.
I don't think I ever didn't see somebody in the skimboard pool.
Right. And I think it also helped because the volunteer check-in and like registration check-in a lot of the times like was in that parking lot too. So nobody missed out on anything. You got to be over there for
it's great. Also, like, I don't understand this concept. Someone should study it. Why does the Belle Isle lot feel so much further away than Tredegar? It's across
directly across from
because also I parked there the whole weekend instead of in the Dominion lot.
Yes,
and that felt so much closer. Yeah. Like I was constantly like, oh, when it was going to storm, I was like, I can go put my computer in the car. Like it was like right there. I was like, I can change my shoes. I can go back and get a jacket. But when it's in the Dominion lot, you're like,
no. I was going to say, mind you, the Dominion lot is literally 7 miles away. Like it's so far away. And you're like,
shout out to them for letting us use their lot though, because we need it. Right. Thank you.
Because I'd rather park there than like up a freaking hill and have to walk up a hill at.
Yeah, I think last year I parked like in the Fed deck most of the time too, which was a lot. Yeah. But yeah, no, that Tredegar lot feels so close and nice. I loved it. Yeah. Anytime I wanted to go get my little bubble water, it was way faster.
Who cares? It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I care? I'm just going right there.
Did you see any dog agility in action when you were there? Since we had Schmeck on last week?
I did.
Yeah.
Those dogs. So like, I went in thinking like, oh, these dogs have never done this before, so they're probably not going to be pretty good at it. They were good.
Yeah.
Like just the dogs that like have never tried it before, they were freaking good. One of them got the zoomies while I was watching. Oh. Loved that. But it looked so fun. People who've never like obviously participated in it before, looked like they were having a blast.
Yeah. We had friends that were there on Dr. Lisa. She was there on Sunday and they brought their 2 golden retrievers and I wasn't over there with them at the time, but they went and tried the dog agility. They did say their dog wasn't very good at it, that he wasn't having it, but she was killing me later because he's a rescue and she kept being like, from homeless to dog agility.
Love that for him. That's our king.
Yeah. She was like, what a glow up. We also saw our man Duncan that we met at the Zoom room. He's a doodle. Yeah. Shout out Duncan. Saw him. Didn't see him tearing up the agility though, but I assume that's why he was there.
Yeah. Had to be. The dogs, the Subaru Ultimate Air dogs went great, obviously. That's everybody's like fave thing.
It really is.
And they did awesome. I also realized that they have the little salty paws like ice cream behind that. So you can give your dog a treat. I love that.
That's in Short Pump. I've never been to it. And my mom's always like, you gotta come check it out with Millie.
Wow, that's so cute.
Yeah. Were they giving away dog ice cream over there?
I don't know if they were giving away or
if you could buy it.
Yeah. But I just was so like, cool. Also, I didn't even tell you this. I met a puppy dachshund named Hash Brown. And he was in my video that I made. I was like, we were like trying to get him turned around to be in the video, and they were like, Hash Brown, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like,
Hash Brown. I was labeling I sorted the dog shirts for dogs that were for not dog shirts, dogs. But dogs that were participating in Ultimate Air Dogs. There was one named Tater, and I loved Tater. But Hash Brown's even better. I saw a little dachshund in Allison's tent that was refusing to walk and had to be picked up, and I was wishing that you were over there since you love them so much.
That happened too. I saw a lot of dachshunds this year.
Yeah.
But apparently doodles are out and Aussies are in because I saw 5 million
like
Aussies.
Doodles or just
Aussies in general, like mixes. And I was like, is this the new dog of the summer? Apparently.
Yeah. Because that's all I saw. Every single type of dog.
Yes.
I saw a pug in a stroller.
I saw a Dalmatian.
I saw a Dalmatian. Dalmatians are kind of rare.
That's all I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Great Dane.
Yeah.
What else? Samoyed, those crazy white fluffy dogs.
Oh, I saw. Yeah. There's so many in the names. Like if you like listen to like what I saw a little
listening.
Peanut. But yeah.
I saw 2 3-legged dogs and I was like, oh, they were so happy.
So just happy to be here.
I know.
I love that. I was on the 5K course. I don't remember her name. There was a woman who runs We Off the Couch and she had her pit who
I saw them. Yeah.
Right before they turned, because I was at the bottom of the footbridge.
Yeah.
Stopped laid down, would not get up.
Oh.
And she was like, this is his like 5th time doing this.
He's
Mind
done.
you, 5K course. And then he laid there in the grass. She had like the little thing over his mouth and he kept sneezing. He would sneeze like 15 times in a row. And I was like, yeah, this one, I think he's doing that just to take it off. She was like, yeah, he's like, faking
I want to break her.
He's faking it. But he literally just kept, and apparently there was another dog who didn't want to run over the bridge. So not small, big dog. So he had to be carried across the bridge. That's a long bridge.
That is.
Uphill too.
Yeah. I also die at people that were, but they're doing it.
People
that were running it with the teeny tiny dogs.
Little
dogs. And they're doing it. Also, I saw several people that have like very crazy running breeds, like a Vizsla or a German short-haired pointer, that were literally just being pulled. And I was like, yeah, and they just like couldn't stop.
Yeah, I always wonder, I'm like, I wonder what kind of dogs really want to be out here like doing this 5K, or if they're just like, whatever.
Lots of smells, lots of action.
There's a lot, and a lot of dog friends.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dogs on the, my mom
Bruno
was like,
didn't make an appearance?
Heck no. She was like, I wanted to bring Bruno. I said, Bruno would have been in the river fighting with another dog. It's like, you can't bring Bruno this type of stuff because all he has to do is hear
only
that.
Child syndrome?
Yes, he does. And what's that other, the Malinois that are owned by the people that do it. Yeah. If he hears them bark, he's done for. Like he's like
game over.
Yes. And I was like, he wouldn't last 5 seconds out here.
No.
So thankfully, the dogs that come are very well behaved.
Yes.
I never see like any dog fights or anything. So that's
all chill.
Thanks everybody for bringing your well-behaved dogs.
We appreciate it.
We do appreciate seeing them.
You kept them leashed up. Way to follow directions.
Yeah. Another thing, I was going to say this in the staff meeting earlier. I think Riverrock might be one of my favorite events that we do because I get to see everybody's kids.
Oh yeah, that's
everybody
a good point.
Brings their kids.
Yeah, they do.
Like at our other events, we'll see some of them at the expo. But like at Riverrock, I'm seeing all.
It is fun. Okay. I like seeing everybody's families. That's part's really fun. I also think Riverrock might be one of my favorites because while you're working, like you get to work and be a spectator at the same time. That's like I like true. While you're working. Like I said, Tyler came all 3 days, but then also Friday I had a group of friends come. Saturday I had another group of friends come. On Saturday also, while I was hanging out with Catherine, she had friends come. So then I hung out with them. Like you just see a lot of people.
Right.
It was just really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to mention is shout out to everybody who followed us over the weekend. Yes, I hit my goal.
Made Cam's dreams come true.
You made my dreams come true. We started the week off with 13,000 followers and we ended with 14,000 followers, which is what I was trying to get to. I was like, I know we can do it. I was telling my friends, I was like, I know this sounds crazy, 1,000 followers in a week. But I was like, I know I can freaking do it. And then I did it. So shout out to everybody. And then we also hit 12,000 on Sportsbackers Instagram page. Amazing. Love that. So thank you guys so much. Exhausted.
Yeah. But the content didn't quit.
But yeah, I was saying, but
we didn't get a break.
It's fine. There's so much going on that it's like, I'm never lacking. And like, I'm not going to be like, oh, there's nothing to see, nothing to do. So shout out to everybody. Thank you so much.
What was your Riverrock high? We talked a lot in staff meeting today. We all share stories after events, talk about, just things that make you feel good about the event week. But we did also talk about, not to have a negative tone, we did also talk about sometimes at working a long event like that, you might hit a mental low. Yeah. What was your Riverrock high and your Riverrock low?
Riverrock high, other than hitting the 14,000 because, I didn't hit the 14,000 till 10 o'clock at night on Sunday. So I was at home.
Oh, wow. Already. So we had a full celebration. That still counts.
Yeah. But other than that, the concert on Saturday.
Yeah.
This was my third Riverrock, but the crowd was going crazy for Andy Frasco and the UN.
Yes.
Like I was like, mind you, they were all very, very, like the performers, they were very good. And I enjoyed them, but the crowd was like loving them. Nuts. And I ended up talking to a family on Sunday, and they were like, because I was interviewing them to win a prize, and I asked them about the festival or something. They were like, actually, we don't know. This is our first time coming. We're not from here. We're from DC. We just came down because we saw Andy Frasco last night. And I was like, oh. Yeah. I was like, I bet you had fun, didn't you? The crowd was crazy. And I was like, I had so much fun recording the crowd and then recording like the people on stage because they were also like
they feed really off of it. It's like an exchange.
Right. Yeah. Right. So that was awesome and great. I would say that's definitely my festival high. Festival low. I don't know. Probably getting bitten up by those bugs.
Yeah, they were out to play
on Sunday at the half marathon. because I was in the woods. You were in the woods.
No, I wasn't.
On Saturday, I did get sunburn on the back of my arms and on my leg, but I recovered quickly. I get really tan from it, so it's
good.
fine.
Didn't hurt long.
No.
My high was, I think, on Saturday night. Molly and I always have a tradition where we go up to the top of the bouldering cage at the bouldering competition. And that's always really fun. And that's dumb because I've done that so many years. You would think it would get old. It does not.
Right.
And then also, I just think on Saturday, you've like so many things have gone smoothly and you've gotten to see the product of all this work that you've put in. But it's like a high of like, this is going great. This is fun. We were just in kind of like loopy moods where we couldn't stop giggling about the dumbest stuff.
So tired.
And I love that. And then we came out on the bridge. We also take a picture off of the bridge there over the crowd. And that's always really, really cool.
Very
and like
good
you're
shot.
saying, I think like it's been years since I've seen it that crowded. And it just looked so cool. The energy was so great. And then I was cracking up because Cam, I texted Cameron. I was like, look up, like we're here. And Cameron looked up and took this ridiculous video of me and Molly where we literally look like dots. We look like ants up on the bridge, just waving. And she texted it and just said, just 2 fans.
And then somehow I did not realize, I guess I'm a grandma now, my flash was on.
Yeah.
When I was taking the video.
I could see her.
And then she took a picture of me and sent it to me. It was like a light in the darkness. Again,
it's just Cameron. She's
very
like
tired,
big, just a little light.
Very tired, very delusional. I was dying off of that.
It was the us waving was just killing me because you look like so nerdy too. Like when you're like, look at me.
Yeah, just me up here. And it was dark, so it's like you really can't see them. But
no,
that was good.
Tyler also took a snap of me that I didn't know that he took that was cracking me up on the top of the bouldering cage and sent it to our friends. It was like, my name's Nan and I'm cool and I'm at the top of the bouldering cage. Look at me. And I was like, rude.
You're like, this is cool.
It is. You're not up here jealous.
Shut up. You're jealous of me.
But yeah, it was great. That was my high. And then my low was probably which turned into a high that I had to take down the mountain bike enduro course. And I am not familiar with trails. And that sounds crazy coming from somebody that worked Riverrock, but I am not. And I was in Forest Hill Park. And I'm also, your girl's not a pro navigator. And I was given these maps. They're just little dots, like a treasure map kind of. And I was like, and I freaked out because I was like, how am I going to find where I'm supposed to take these signs down and do this whole entire 3-mile loop? And so I started, also I waited too long in the day. I mean, that was at like 3 o'clock. So I was just like, whoo, she's tired. And now she's got to go on a little hike. But then it was like, great.
Yeah.
And then I was like, am I living the mission of Riverrock right now? To get more familiar with the trails. That's what I'm doing. Wow. It felt beautiful. I had to rock hop over a little stream. I was like, wow, this is great.
Where's our photographer?
Yeah, I know. For real. No, thank God there wasn't a photographer out there. Like, just sweaty mess. Did not pack any water with myself and was just like, that's why I needed that Fountain DC when I got back to the car.
That's why I was cracking up when you said that somebody got me in the video. Because, I have my, safety vest on. And I'm literally just like, good job, runner.
Well, that's like when Molly said that on Friday night she texted me and was like, I've never felt this ugly in my entire life. And then she was like, some girl came up to her and was like, go queen.
Yeah,
she was like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Another thing I feel like we should mention is something that John Loco told us in our staff meeting this morning is that he had to battle it out with a copperhead on the river this past weekend.
Won, don't worry.
Yeah, he was like, in the last 17 years that I've been here, at this event, he was getting in the water and he had already put, I guess his kayak was in the water and his paddle was in the water. Snake runs up on him.
No.
And he was like, it got up like I guess a snake does. And
that's it. That's a snake.
Got up like a snake. It kind of looks like a snake.
It does.
and he kept his cool at first, but then it went through the water and was trying to climb up on a tree.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that would have been it for me. Yeah. I think I would have went. I would have been like, I'm traumatized for the day.
Yeah.
I have to go home.
I don't even know if I can identify a copperhead. I know that's really dumb.
No,
but
me neither.
My eyes are not computing that information fast enough for me to make the necessary changes.
I'd be like,
with a copperhead.
Snake.
Yeah.
Somebody help me.
Yeah. I had a friend
but he said he was down there by himself.
Last year.
No.
She's okay. She's still with us.
She's still with us. Shout out to her for recovery.
No, snake. Also, I think it's very rude that snakes can climb trees like that. Like, why do we make them anti-gravity?
Right. Not the Jungle Book. This is
That's
not.
What in staff meeting, Cameron goes, this is not the Jungle Book.
Not the Jungle Book. Why are you climbing tree? Stay on the ground, please.
Yeah.
You already have an
Also,
advantage
like,
that you're scaring me.
Stop swimming.
Swims, climbs. Like, what is it?
They
a
might
human?
be able to fly. I just haven't seen them. It's a new conspiracy theory I'm going to throw out there.
Riverrock snakes fly.
Yeah.
Don't tell people that, because then they won't come.
There were only 2 snake sightings all weekend, which is low. I feel like usually I see a snake this weekend in a parking lot. Like, I feel like every year I see a snake in a parking lot.
That.
I didn't see a snake.
I don't like that.
I like it. I like that. That's a weird thing. I wanted to see a snake in Forest Hill Park.
Yeah. Shout out to the skimboarding people as well, because Friday when I walked by, obviously the river was flooded. Friday when I walked by, I was like, they're going to be surfing. Like, that's not skimboard. Like, they cannot skim anything in there. Then they ended up doing it. Saturday, I think they did it, but Sunday they definitely did it.
Skim Milk prevails.
Go Skim Milk.
Like, what a name.
Go guys.
You guys were thinking.
And lady. There was a lady skimboarder this year.
Go Lady Skim.
Yeah. Skims.
Skimmy.
Go Skimmy.
Yes. Yeah,
but yeah, they ended apparently the skimboarding in Tredegar was a hit.
It was never empty.
Really?
Like, that thing, did you it was literally busy all the time. Children everywhere. If you brought your kid and they soaked themselves at Riverrock, we're sorry.
Sorry, but that seems like a cool thing to try.
Yeah.
I didn't get to, I will say, I wanted to try. My first Riverrock, I got in a kayak in the canal and recorded. And I wanted to do that this past weekend, but I just didn't get the chance to, because I had different things I had to be at. That is something that
the canal also looked great, with high everything. I know that there was a lot of chatter about all the rain we got, the high water levels before, but I think for the most part, we had to tweak some things, but for the most part, especially with our water events, it made everything really exciting.
Yeah. And big, huge shout out to Trinity and their outdoor club and
Michael Stratton. We love you, Trinity.
We love you, Trinity. Thank you so much for doing the things so that we don't have to do it, because guess what? If they said, Cameron, you have to be inside the canal in the water, I think that'd be my last day here, actually.
Well, I got asked, and I didn't end up having to be on the dock for the Adventure Zone, and I didn't end up having to because Trinity, they're amazing.
Shout out to them.
But my first question was, do I have to get in it?
Because
I would, but I'm getting a full protection. I'm bodysuit, waders,
goggles,
a snorkel to breathe in on land.
Yeah, I'm not. My hair's not touching that water. So shout out to Trinity for literally
good job. Whatever that
pacing
crazy
the races
thing they had. Did you see that?
Yeah, the banana boat.
Yeah, that was cool.
I did. I saw it and was like, do we have a banana boat?
Yeah, we should start doing banana boat rides, zipping up and down the canal.
Okay, speaking of, I had a whole list of things that we should try out. This is stuff that will never happen. But stuff that I was like, the whole weekend, I was thinking we should do this.
Why don't we do this?
Banana boat is because you know how they do the riverfront canal cruises? Yeah. Banana boat through the canal. I think we should bring that up at the next meeting. We could do it. Okay, my other idea was the downtime in between the dog cannonball contest in the pool. Yes, human cannonball contest. You say ew. Ashley said ew. People used to do the mud run.
They did.
No problem.
They did.
No problem.
I also bet there's people who would do it.
Mike Wardian literally jumped in with his dog this year. Yeah.
They're a bonded pair, though.
People would do it. Let us know. Would you do a contest
in the dog pool?
We can set that up.
I mean, we could get a great sponsor for that.
We could. We'd figure it out.
Yeah, we'd figure it out.
Dang. Oh, okay. Instead of this, I guess this is two different things. Instead of a band at one part of the day, get my boy DJ Ron Manila on the beat, on the stage, just mixing it up for a couple of hours. I'd be so hyped.
You know what else I would like?
Festival vibes.
Riverrock karaoke.
That was one of my ideas. I literally was like, if we open the stage for an hour. And you know what made me think of that is when I went on my cruise.
Oh, yeah.
The karaoke line, literally everybody didn't get to do it. Got cut off because there were so many people. And they were like,
people love it.
They were like, karaoke ends at 9. No more people.
Yeah.
If we got late at night karaoke,
watch out.
People would eat that up. And
call
then,
NBC and American Idol, get the voice.
Right.
We're ready.
Another free activity. Try it even. Line dancing, because I've been
I think line dancing would be great.
I do
that
too.
Could be a daytime activity.
Because the way that my line dancing classes would be packed with like 100 people on Mondays, it would be a great activity.
I think people would actually love that. Active. I mean, boots apparently are the only thing people are wearing to Riverrock anymore. Cowboy boots, so they're ready.
New merch idea. Fans.
I'll let you take that down.
We're in there.
We just got her to get koozies. She's gonna be like, fans? No.
Yeah, fans? No. Yes.
Yeah.
Fans, yes.
I think it'd
so
be
those
great.
are all my ideas.
Trademark.
If you would sign up for any of that stuff and let me know, because I'm bringing it to the table. Thank you.
I didn't have any strokes of genius like that.
It's just very much like, what else could we do? I was just walking around thinking like, that would be so cool. Again, any chance I have to listen to Ron Manila.
It's a good day. When DJ Ron Manila is playing for you. I always wish that you could see more of the adventure race.
Me
somehow,
too.
Because I'm fascinated by that.
Because like, how are y'all doing it all the time?
Yeah. Like, can we get a live feed?
Right. Somebody with a GoPro the whole time.
If you'd like to film the entire adventure.
Which, mind
travel
you,
with
is
them.
Not easy.
Reach out. Reach out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm doing that thing. I'm getting a little delulu right now in my head. I'm like, I got around a trail with a map, so maybe I can do the adventure race.
Okay, girl. Go ahead. Mind you, the whole thing, you got to use a map, a compass.
Out. She's out.
Right.
She's out.
A compass, a map. You got to go like whitewater rafting, I'm pretty sure. Bike run. You got to do like everything.
I'm terrible on a bike.
So
I would have more confidence in myself possibly whitewater rafting than biking.
The whitewater rafting has me out right there. I'm not doing that.
If someone else was piloting and I just had to hang on, I'd be okay. I would make it then.
Everybody would be so mad at me because I'd literally just be screaming the whole time. Yeah. No help.
I also, sometimes when the water is lower, you can see like all the visible islands in the river. And I'm always like, we should have a sponsored island party.
Yeah. Dip your feet in while on the island.
DJ Rod Manila could be there, DJ in the kayak competition.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
bring us your ideas.
Yeah, give us your ideas. This is just now, we've really covered all things Riverrock. Yeah. But we are just so excited to have had such a great spring event season. It was the best. Y'all are the best. Thanks for making Riverrock awesome, coming down multiple days, really showing up. We have exciting lineups on the pod coming up. We have next week, we will be having Brantley and Natalie on to talk about wrap up of Bike Month. So if you are listening, get on over to our Bike Month calendar online and you can still participate in plenty of fun things that are happening. So we've got that happening. We have a fall line podcast that'll be coming out soon. We're probably going to have somebody from MTT come and talk a little bit about their experience. Yeah.
We got Corporate Run coming up in a couple weeks. Man.
We're still staying busy.
Yeah, we are still busy.
And if you have any great, a lot of our podcasts center around events, and in the summer, we don't have quite as many events. So it's a great time where we can really dive into some more fun stories. So if you have any leads for us, comment, let us know, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
And we would love to get them on the podcast.
Yeah. Even if it was just talking about your vacation over the summer, because we like good vacation ideas. So
yeah, we got to skateboard the Virginia Capitol Trail, but that's
right. We do have to still do that.
We got to find our person for that. Yeah. But yeah, we're just down to chat and gab. Yeah.
So
thanks.
See you next week.
Yeah. See you next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.